Now we look at a star of a sport that's become the darling of cafe society and the epitome of sleazy chic, pro wrestling. The star that began his professional sports career as Dick Afflis, number 75, a little-known offensive tackle for Green Bay, but he moved on to become the self-proclaimed most dangerous wrestler in the world, Dick the Bruiser. Now in his mid-50s, he lives in Indianapolis. He's a promoter, a successful businessman, and he's still wrestling.
He got a chauffeur that's a genuine dinosaur. And he can knuckle your head before you count too far. He got a big ugly club and a head full of hair. Like great big lions and grizzly bears. He's the toughest man there is alive. Wearing clothes from a wildcat's hide. He's the king of the jungle jive. Look at that caveman go.
But I've never missed a match because of broken elbows, broken ankles, broken collarbones, broken noses, 300 and some stitches on my face, on top of my head, my nose broken. Of course, a lot of this happened when I was at Green Bay, but it gets re-injured. I was in the biggest riot of all time for wrestlers. This was in Life magazine years ago, and 50 policemen were hurt in this riot. And the Athletic Commission of New York fined me $3,000, and I was banned. I haven't been back to New York since. That was 20 years ago. She hasn't been to watch me in a match in 10 years because I get cut up and she can't stand the violence when I'm hurt.
I can see other people, though, but not him, you know. I don't like to see blood on anybody, though. I'm that kind of a person. But I do like wrestling. I watch it all the time on TV. And I'm enjoying, you know, get a kick out of it. It's entertaining. It's been good to us, isn't it, hon?
Thank you very much, Rita.
Bruiser's hammered out a good deal for himself. He's a promoter with a piece of the action and still one of wrestling's main attractions.
Tomorrow I'm in Columbus, Ohio. Saturday I'm in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Monday I go back and I do some television work in Detroit. Then I'm back here for 3 days and I take off again. So I'm in and out all week long. I try to keep Sundays for myself. I've never believed in working on Sunday or wrestling on Sunday. Sometimes you have to. I sign contracts way ahead of time and I have to do it. I'm retired from wrestling. I'm thinking about getting into some of these tougher sports like polo or pro basketball maybe. I can have my shins lengthened out a little bit. Or, you know, that's all it is. I'm the same as a pro basketball player, except my shins are shorter. All those pro guys, they got the shins that long.
Through the jungle, tearing limbs off of trees. Knocking great big monsters dead on their knees. The cats don't bug him 'cause they know better. 'Cause he's a mean motor scooter and a bad go-getter.
What's interesting about this guy is he played pro football and they said he was too mean for that business. Then he became one of the greatest villains in the history of wrestling, and now he's a good guy. He represented the free world against Nikolai Volkov a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, but he was still better known as a villain. You know, villains are the most precious commodity in wrestling. They're the ones who sell the tickets. I remember I was televising Afflis when he broke in and he became Dick the Bruiser. Matter of fact, I covered some of his football playing. Those were the days in early television, Steve and John, when if you got a 48 to 50 rating, that was par for the course on television, believe me. And in those days, we said there are two kinds of people, those who watch wrestling and those who won't admit it.